CLNV is facing some downside pressures even still, but not all of it is actually the end of the world or bad news. Okay, let's go ahead and validate what could be happening for the following sessions. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with the CLNV technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, so right now we're looking at CLNV on the monthly chart, of which we've been talking about for quite some time. Okay, so or just at least over the span of this week. Right, so what we're looking at here is definitely a falling wedge, right, which is a bullish statement from CLNV overall. Okay, so we have already tested that support line or the newly converted resistance into now a support. We have tested it twice already, right? 2 monthly iterations, and now we're continuing on to that upside. I definitely do not like when we're printing long wicks to the upside like this. Okay, so it's very dangerous when we start doing that. Okay, so in short, if we were to come back down to, validate this as again, another form of support, then that's fine. But that's going to hurt a lot, right? Because we're talking about a move from 6 cents to about 4 cents. And remember, I'm talking in the monthly here. Okay, so it's not pertinent to the immediate short term. Okay, so another little weird thing right here is that, I really hate calling this formation out because it doesn't have the greatest hit rate, but sometimes it works out. So we definitely are looking at a potential inverse herp and derp right over here, right? So we have that inverse head and shoulders potentially forming, right? So that is another bullish statement coming out of this formation itself. Okay, so very good stuff nonetheless. So let's go ahead and now continue on the analysis and see what we got. So we are sitting in a very precarious situation here with CLNV, and the reason why I'm telling you that is because we're in the process of actually failing this support line, which was from the daily pennant that we were riding, right? So the very good thing is that we've essentially just printed another higher low. Okay, with these daily candles. So you see these pivots, right? The major pivotal points, you can see that we're still building another higher low and higher high structure. Okay, so that's a good thing. The bad thing is that we're still in that process of a dead cat bounce. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is the end all be all or whatever, but I'm just saying that we are in a bit of a precarious situation. And the bounce that we actually faced from today was precisely at the 2.618. Okay, so we're using that golden mean as an absolute area for a bounce. Okay, so very, very impressive bounce coming out of CLNV in that aspect. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and just take a look at the broader picture here on the 8-hour time frame. Okay, so I kind of just want to point this out because we are still essentially in a process of potentially breaking out of this formation itself. Okay, so just go ahead and notice where the price action is. This is a this is a right-angled broadening ascending wedge. And it's still in the works, right? So this formation looks very similar. FNGR has it, I think. Lots of tickers have this formation, macro ascending channel, right? So let's just go ahead and continue on the analysis right now. Okay, so we're going to look at the RSI to see what could be happening for the following day. So this is the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame suggesting upside right away. Okay, very nice, crossing above that 14-day simple moving average. Very cool stuff. Now on the bi-hourly time frame, we do have a little bit of consolidation, so let's not use that for any type of bias. Let's move on to the 4-hour. So in the 4-hour time frame, it looks like we actually have some we definitely have some upside, right? And it could be limited because of the 14-day simple moving average right above us. Okay, so now let's move on to let's move on to the 8-hour time frame. We still have that same situation here as the 4-hour, right? Limited upside. And what's kind of confirming the limited upside is actually the daily time frame. So please notice that the daily is still pivoted towards the downside, but the pivot to the downside is very, very weak, meaning that there could be a slowing down of bear pressure right now. Okay, so this is definitely bearish, but please notice that the pivot here is still suggesting downside, right? But it's very weak. And if anything, this could be a little bearish, a little a sign of consolidation with just a slight bit of bearishness, right? So very similar thing here on the buy daily as the daily, right? So, and then moving on to the 5-day time frame is still suggesting a little bit of bearishness, but with consolidation. So that overall, what that means is that we are nearing, or we are approaching, a potential floor. Okay, and that's usually kind of what we see in the RSI before a continuation to the upside, right? So definitely over the span of the next few days, we could be stuck within this zone right here, right? We're going to be chopping around the range of about, I'd say, 565 to about 677. Okay, so very, very much, what the charts are indicating, right? So please remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. Okay, I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be just fine. Okay, you guys, please remember to visit the description below, where you'll find the links for Twitter and the ARCa Bulls trading community in Discord. Okay, you guys, but with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.